And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mayfield now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here. Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects? Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Yes!
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Pass incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Detroit!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Being chased out left. And incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Johnson, the intended target, and he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you're putting the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Travis Carey there to make the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run with Marshall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Artificially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. A good pickup there at 22. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the crossing route, complete. That's Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
All right, now, look at 56.
Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Now Marshall. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
36. 5-1.
This is Marshall. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And this is Central Florida's Traquan Smith, his first NFL catch. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And here's Marshall. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gone!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now it's Ginn. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st down, Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23. almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down. On play action, it's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
All right, now look at 56.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Gone!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Just keeping the play alive. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tyler Davison in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
Over.
Now a handoff looking right. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll run it here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Got it.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They picked up another first down with that run.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now they try the right side here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Breeze now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Lutz now to kick this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mayfield to throw it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Got it. 13.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now a play fake. Breeze. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in.